Using an ergo slide is an easy way to reposition a client. To start, tuck the ergo slide beneath the client's head. The open end is positioned up toward the client's head. Both caregivers should clasp these ends with one hand. Holding on to the open ends tightly, the caregivers, using their other hand, then unwind the ergo slide underneath the client. Make sure the top hand is always brought down close to the fold. To get the client into a sitting position, tilt the bed upright. Then, with one caregiver grabbing the client's legs and the other supporting the client's shoulders, slowly and carefully rotate the client 90 degrees. Remember, this maneuver requires that the client be able to sit independently and respond to commands. Place a pillow at the top of the client's head to both protect the client from sliding into the bed's headboard and to support the client's neck and head. Cross the client's one leg over the other leg and slowly turn the client onto his side. This technique is called the log roll. Next, roll the patient back onto his back, so the ergo sheet is beneath him. Remember to maintain proper posture. A caregiver on either side of the client, they each grasp the ergo sheet, palms up, and as close to the client's hips and shoulders as possible. On a 3 count of ready, steady, go, the 2 caregivers shift their weight toward the head of the bed. This moves the client further up the bed. Shifting their weight like this avoids unnecessary strain on the lower back, arms, shoulders, and neck. To remove the ergo sheet, reverse the process. Crossing the client's legs slowly, roll them from one side, tucking the ergo sheet up close to them. Then roll them to the other side. The ergo sheet is no longer beneath the client and can be removed. First, fan fold the ergo sheet. Next, tuck it beneath the client's head. Fan folding means the ergo sheet easily smooths out beneath the client without having to constantly roll the client from side to side. The open end is positioned up toward the client's head. Both caregivers should clasp these ends with their one hand. Holding onto the open ends tightly, the caregivers unwind the ergo sheet underneath the client with their other hand. Make sure the top hand is always brought down close to the fold. Once the task of reposition is complete, the device can then be removed from beneath the client by either performing a log roll or by threading the device inside out from beneath the client. Simply reach under the client's neck, grab the corner, and pull the sheet back on itself, walking toward the end of the bed. Remember to maintain proper posture. Caregiver on either side of the client, they each grasp the ergo sheet, palms up, and as close to the client's hips and shoulders as possible. On the count of 3, the lead caregiver steps back and begins to pull the client in their direction. Then, still holding on to the ergo slide, pull it up over the client toward the other caregiver. This moves the client onto his side. The other caregiver assists by stabilizing the client's torso. Ergosafe's transfer gait belts combine the basic principles of ergonomics into a durable and comfortable aid with which to move a client. Then, once the belt is securely fastened, and remembering proper moving and handling techniques, with one hand grab the belt's handle, and with the other secure the client's shoulder and lift. Securing the client's shoulder helps to prevent them from tilting forward and falling over.